Hello guys and welcome back to Mystery Truth. What is astronomical twilight? For astronomers, astrophotographers and casual sky watchers, astronomical twilight is a great time to spot objects in the sky. So astronomical twilight is a period of time in which the sun is below the horizon, but some of its light is still being scattered between air molecules and bounced back to an observer on the surface. Astronomical twilight generally happens twice each day. It begins in the morning before dawn or ends in the evening after sunset, when the geometric center of the sun is 18 degrees below the horizon, according to the National Weather Service. When the sun is at or above 12 degrees below the horizon, it is no longer astronomical twilight. During astronomical twilight in an area without light pollution, the horizon disappears from view, and even the dimmer planets and some less visible stars can be spotted with the naked eye, according to the NWS. For casual observers and those in urban or suburban areas, the sky may appear fully dark, and viewers can get a good look at objects like planets and stars that appear as a bright point of light. In higher latitudes, red formations called Noctilucent Clouds are sometimes visible against a dark twilight sky. However, astronomers wait for truly dark skies to observe galaxies, nebulas, and anything else that creates diffuse and tricky to spot light sources. Astronomical twilight in your location will vary depending on how close you are to the equator and the time of year. For example, in winter close to the North Pole, astronomical twilight can last for weeks, spanning from late October to mid-November and returning once again in January, wrote astronomer Jurel for space.com. That's because the Earth spins at a slight angle compared to the plane of its orbit around the Sun, creating the planet's seasons. During winter in the northern hemisphere, the North Pole is angled away from the Sun, so the Sun lingers between 12 and 18 degrees below the horizon for a long time. At the equator, however, astronomical twilight is a much shorter period. In fact, according to a 1921 paper published in the journal Geographical Review, all three twilight conditions, that's the civil, nautical, and astronomical, take no longer than 2 hours and 11 minutes at the equator and on the equinox. Astronomical twilight is the darkest of the three types of twilight. Together, astronomical, nautical, and civil twilight describe the time between sunset and full dark, and between full dark and sunrise. Nautical twilight occurs before astronomical twilight in the evening and before astronomical twilight in the morning, when the sun's geometric center is between 6 and 12 degrees below the horizon. According to the NWS, its name describes its use in navigation at sea. During nautical twilight, wrote the NWS, sailors could both see the horizon and pick out recognizable stars at the same time, leading to reliable readings and a better idea of where they were headed in a featureless sea. Civil twilight describes the time just after sunset, before the sun reaches 6 degrees below the horizon, or just before sunrise when the sun is above 6 degrees below the horizon. Even though the night sky isn't at its absolute darkest during astronomical twilight, plenty of photographers find it a good time to take pictures of the heavens. In fact, some features are best viewed and photographed before full dark, like city skylines and Noctilucent Clouds. Noctilucent Clouds are wispy, high-altitude collections of ice crystals, best viewed when the sun is between 6 and 16 degrees below the horizon, according to the World Meteorological Organization. Unlike cirrus clouds, which look similar but form in the high troposphere, Noctilucent clouds appear near the polar regions in the thin, frigid air of the mesosphere, some 53 miles above sea level. Noctilucent clouds become visible at twilight because the sun's light can still reach their altitude, highlighting them in a blue or silvery light against a dark sky, horizon, and ground. What a great information. Hope you've learned something new today. Hope you've learned something interesting. Whatever you have to say concerning this, you drop your comments in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Thank you very much.